How to make clear gelatin? Well, you can get creative with it. Remember, clear gelatin can become a base for creations like raindrop cakes. In addition to that, you can make colorful flowers inside. Likewise, you can add fruits like raspberries and blueberries for a refreshing twist. However, always remember that gelatin takes a long time to set. Because of that, be patient during the process. Moreover, you can make it in advance, or prepare it a day before the time you intend to serve it. What you will need: ingredients: recipe gelatin powder, 3 tablespoons of gelatin powder, 2 cups of white sugar, about 400 grams, 4 cups of water, about 1 liter, 1 teaspoon of citric acid powder, colorless food flavoring. Ingredients: recipe gelatin sheets, 16 sheets of leaf gelatin, bowl of cold water, 1 liter or 4 cups of water, 300 grams or 1 1/3 cups of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid or any clear flavoring. Ingredients: recipe agar-agar, 13 grams of agar-agar, 1 cup of cold water, 1 liter or 4 cups of water, 300 grams or 1 1/3 cups of sugar, 1/4 citric acid or any clear flavoring. Step-by-step instructions: gelatin powder. Step 1. In a medium-sized bowl, mix 3 tablespoons of gelatin powder with a cup of cold water. Then, allow it to soak or bloom for about 10 to 15 minutes. After that, wait until the gelatin powder absorbs all the water in the bowl. Step 2. Afterward, take a saucepan. Then, heat 3 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar. After that, add a teaspoon of citric acid over the stove. Next, stir the mixture occasionally using a spoon. Doing this dissolves all the ingredients in the saucepan. Step 3. Next, take the saucepan away from the heat when you begin to observe vapor appearing above the mixture. And please do not let the mixture reach the boiling point. After that, add the soaked or bloomed gelatin to the mixture. Remember to stir until the gelatin dissolves completely without any clumps in the mixture. Step 4. When the gelatin completely dissolves, add the colorless flavoring that you desire. Then, let the mixture cool inside the saucepan for about 1 to 2 hours at room temperature. Do this till the foam disappears from the surface and the mixture becomes clear. Step 5. Afterward, pour the mixture into the silicone mold that you have chosen. Then, remove the air bubbles. After that, place the molds inside the refrigerator and let the gelatin set overnight. Lastly, once the gelatin is stable, you can serve and enjoy it. Step-by-step instructions: gelatin sheets. Step 1. Before anything else, place your gelatin leaves in the bowl of cold water. Then, allow them to soften. After that, pour a liter of water, sugar, and citric acid into the saucepan. Afterward, put it over the stove and heat it until the sugar dissolves. Step 2. Next, squeeze the water out of your softened gelatin sheets. After that, place them inside the saucepan. Ensure to stir until everything dissolves completely. Step 3. Afterward, pour the mixture into the silicone molds of your choice. Then, place them inside the refrigerator, preferably overnight. Doing this ensures the gelatin sets. Finally, serve and enjoy. Step-by-step instructions: agar-agar. Step 1. First and foremost, add the agar-agar into the cup of cold water. Then, make sure to let it sit for about 5 minutes. Step 2. After that, place the liter of water, sugar, and citric acid, or choose any colorless flavoring. Then, put the cup of cold water with agar-agar into a saucepan. Afterward, place it over the stove and bring the mixture to a boil. Make sure to boil for about 2 minutes to ensure that the agar-agar dissolved entirely. Step 3. Lastly, once the gelatin is set, you can serve it and enjoy it. Tips and tricks in making clear JELLO recipe. The amount of clear food flavoring you will add will depend on what kind of flavoring you used. Keep this in mind when using powdered gelatin to make clear gelatin. Moreover, the gelatin base is already sweet and slightly sour from the citric acid. Using citrus and fruit-flavored flavoring will give you the best outcome. Furthermore, if you do not want to use artificial flavors, you can use lemon juice. However, be cautious in using natural citrus oils as they do not dissolve in water. As a result, it leads to greasy spots on the surface. When using gelatin leaves, the instructions from the packaging may state to use 12 sheets per 1 liter of water. But since we want to achieve firmer gelatin, it is best to use more gelatin leaves. Also, leaf gelatin can be of different strengths. So with that, it is important to check the packet instructions for how much gelatin leaves. With that, it sets a liter of water, and then you can adjust according to your liking. When using agar-agar in making clear gelatin, you do not have to refrigerate the gelatin. Avoid this, especially after pouring it into the molds. The reason is that agar-agar sets at room temperature. For the most part, allow the gelatin to set till it entirely firms. With that, let it sit overnight or for several hours. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.